This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com. Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. It's Wednesday. You know what that means. It's time for Tony Schiavone, the voice of your childhood, right here on What Happened When. What's going on, Tony? How are you?
Buddy? I'm glad you finally said what happened when. I thought you were going to like throw us a curveball, but I am great. It's great to be with you. It's great to be with everyone again for another great week of watching pro wrestling from the 80s, as only we can do here on What Happened When. And everything's great. Everything is great. Everything's great, 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 great.
It's been an interesting couple of weeks in professional wrestling. Let's work backwards.
Okay.
This coming Sunday, I feel like this is pretty topical considering what we're doing. By the way, as you may have guessed, we're doing a little watch along from August 23rd, 1986 from World Championship Wrestling. We have a new world's heavyweight champion. It's the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. And this coming Sunday, the NWA is back doing wrestling at the Chase.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe it's a real thing. I guess this is the 73rd anniversary of the NWA. This is like the spiritual home of the NWA there in St. Louis. And unbelievably, through a random and strange course of events, the Nature Boy will be at the NWA pay-per-view. I don't know, man. I think that's kind of cool. You know, I don't feel like the people have had a lot of conversation about the NWA in recent months, maybe since the pandemic. It feels like maybe they lost a little bit of momentum, but it feels like they're getting a lot of that back. I mean, wrestling at the Chase, my goodness. That's something that I've heard about my whole life, and it's happening. This is real wrestling history here, dude.
That's cool. And I hope they have a lot of success. I hope it's a springboard for success for Billy and the company. And Ric Flair being there is a big deal. Now, listen, all the years that I did wrestling for JCP and then for Turner Broadcasting, we never worked the Chase.
Yeah, I think the last show was 83.
Right.
In my research, I think it was 59 to 83. And not a wrestling show there since. So think about that. As long as you've been doing wrestling,
yeah,
there hasn't been wrestling at the Chase, but there is this weekend. Dude, I think that's super cool.
That is cool. For you and I, and we love nostalgia. That's what this entire What Happened When is all about. For us to love nostalgia, and there's a lot out there that love nostalgia like we do. It's got to be a very exciting moment for everyone.
Well, I hope everybody listening to this checks it out. It's on Fight is where you can check it out on pay-per-view. But they're going to have the world championship on the line in the main event. I don't know, man, something about the NWA and that old dome globe belt being at the Chase is pretty cool. It'll be the champ for, gosh, at this point, more than 1,000 days. Nick Aldis defending against Trevor Murdoch. And of course, St. Louis is one of the home away from home sites for the King Harley race. And I believe that Mr. Murdoch is dedicating that match to Harley. And I think the stakes are pretty high. Like if maybe if Trevor doesn't win, he's going to retire or something like that. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to watch it. I just love when we get to sort of relive some of the good old days, even if it predates me. Like, you know, I got to admit, I never saw wrestling at the Sportatorium. But I think it would be super cool if we could do that today. But that venue was gone, and it felt like the Chase was gone forever. But the Chase is back, and you know, I've got like baseball friends, and you know, you've heard of these people, Tony. They want to see all the different baseball parks in America,
right?
And so they've got a big list, and they're checking them off and all that. And I think it's kind of cool that all of us now get to sort of check that box for the Chase this weekend.
Yeah, I think that's very cool. There's many quote unquote legendary places where wrestling was held, the Chase being obviously right at the top of the list. You know, I've got to work Madison Square Garden. I know Madison Square Garden has gone through a lot of renovations since they first started, but I have had a chance to be there. And of course, that was a legendary place.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if where they used to shoot WWF All-Star Wrestling, you know, in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, I wonder if that place is still there.
You know, let's look that up.
Yeah. That would be
because why hadn't anybody ran there, right?
Yeah. I don't know. It may be I don't know if it's a TV studio. I don't know if Bethlehem, Pennsylvania had a TV studio. I know Allentown, Bethlehem is a big area of Pennsylvania, very populated area. So, and I know there are television stations in there. So it may have been a TV station that they ran. I'm not so sure. But that was a legendary place. Obviously, the Sportatorium in Tampa. I've taken pictures of that. That is still there, but that's been converted into and cut up into something else.
The Allentown Ag Hall, that used to be a big one too.
Okay, Allentown Ag Hall, and obviously the studios TBS where we do all this. Center Stage, which I hope never to go to again in the rest of my life.
Yeah, why do you hate that place so bad?
It was a rat hole infested piece of shit.
Well, that's hurtful.
Okay, yeah, and I did go there, if you'll recall, for an NXT tape. Well, I
That's
went
right.
there not only.
And you got kicked out, right? Didn't they kick you out? And they
No,
said,
they
"Get
didn't.
out of here, you
No,
motherfucker."
no, they did not.
Oh, okay.
And
Isn't it true that while you were
no,
there,
it's not. And so that that happened. So
you're fired. You're fired. Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at savewithconrad.com.